Hey everybody, it's Sandy, your fitness professional, and welcome to another video. Hey guys, let's dive right into this one. Today we're going to be talking about your grip. Are you having issues trying to open up a jar or maybe holding on to things and you're losing your grip a little bit? Are you having issues, say, with your wrist? Okay, maybe it's feeling a little bit stiff. Okay, maybe a little bit painful, maybe some issues of handwriting, okay, or nailing something down in the ground, whatever it is that pertains to gripping things, okay, and using your wrist actions, okay, you may just possibly have a weak forearm muscles, okay? So the forearm muscles actually incorporate right here at the elbow, run here to the wrist. And then at that point, they connect to the hands, okay? And then that point, they connect to the fingers. So they all work together synergistically. So let's kind of like dive in to some exercises, okay, that might be able to help you be able to strengthen these forearm muscles. Let's get busy. Okay, guys, so one of the most important aspects before you start exercising is to do what we call is a pre-warm-up. And basically what that does is allows the body to send more blood flow, water, nutrients, all the vital aspects that are involved to help support those muscles that are actually going to perform that particular exercise. So during that warm-up, okay, it's going to build up and prepare those muscles, okay, in that area to be able to do what you're asking it to do. So I'm going to show you a couple of things that you can do, okay, to warm up your forearm muscles, which support your wrist, your hand, and your fingers. So I'm going to sit down here like this, and what I'm going to do is, I kind of call it jazz fingers, okay? So all I'm going to do is raise my arms up like this, okay, and I'm just going to twinkle my fingers back and forth like this. So you probably want to do this maybe like around 25 to 30 seconds, okay, and then you can stop for a second and then do it again, another 25 to 30 seconds or so, all right, and what you're going to be feeling is you're going to feel the action going on, warming up here inside the forearm and palm and the fingers as well. So the next thing that we can do is called a flexion and extension movement, okay? And basically what that is we're just going to put our arms out like this, okay? And kind of make them kind of level with your shoulders. And all we're going to do is flex, okay, the wrist down like this and bring it back to neutral, flex down, back to neutral, flex down, back to neutral. And I would say you probably want to do 25 to 30 repetitions with that twice, okay? So the next thing we want to do is do the opposite, right? Which would be an extension. So we want to extend the wrist up like this, back to neutral, extend up like this, back to neutral, extend up like this, back to neutral, okay? And performing these warm-ups, okay, is going to open up these muscles, open up the blood vessels, okay, and prepare your forearm muscles and your hands, okay, to do the exercise that you want to do. Okay guys, so now let's get into exercising. So one of the most important things about exercising is you want to give the body a challenge, okay? And so it's probably really important for you to consider what type of challenge you want to give it. So what we can do is you can purchase like items like dumbbells, resistance bands, okay, exercise plates, something that is going to make the muscle work harder so that it works easier for you, okay, whenever you're doing whatever you're going to do, right, okay? But the whole idea is to build that muscle up. So I'm going to show you how to do what's called a hammer curl, all right? And basically what you want to do is if you have like a 3-pound dumbbell, or you can work with a 1-pound, 2-pound, 3-pound, whatever size is going to give you a challenge. You don't want to go too heavy, and you don't want to go too light. You want to be just right. So what we're going to do is take the dumbbell, okay, put it on our palm like this, squeeze our palm, and put it like this. So it's like a hammer. So I'm going to be banging a hammer, a nail into a wall or something. And so typically what you want to do is find a table or a chair like this, And all you want to do is put your palm, okay, I'm sorry, your forearm, okay, on the table or the chair, and then your wrist will extend out. And all you're going to do is, okay, flex the wrist and then bring it back up to neutral. Flex the wrist, bring it back up to neutral, okay, and that's all you're going to do with that. So you probably want to do at least 25 to 30 reps, okay, and you probably want to do it 3 times, okay, 3 sets. So the other side of that would be, okay, an extension of the wrist. So all you're going to do is bring it up like this. Now you're not going to be able to bring it down all the way as you would normally go down, and bring it up all the way, I should say. But what you're going to end up doing is just bring it up a little bit and then bring it back to neutral. Bring it up a little bit, bring it back to neutral, okay? And do that 25 to 30 times, or repetitions, and then of course 3 sets. So you can go heavier, like I said, or you can go lighter with it. Okay, so for the next exercise that we're going to do is going to basically be a wrist curl or a wrist flexion. So all we're going to do is, once again, put our arm, okay, our forearm on the edge of the table where our wrist and our hand are extended out, okay, so it's free. And all we're going to do is, so we're using a dumbbell this time, okay? And so all we're going to do is just curl the wrist up and then bring it back down. Curl it up and then bring it back down. And if you notice while you're doing that, as you're curling the wrist up, you'll see the muscle actually contract inside the forearm. It's really a beautiful thing, I'm telling you. And so what you want to do is do this, okay? And so make sure after you do the curl that you're not dropping it down all the way like this. So you want to get it back into a neutral position. So you just want to curl it up, back down, curl it up, back down, just like that. And you probably want to do that like 25 to 30 times, okay, 3 sets, all right? And that'll help you, okay, with your forearm muscle. Okay, so the next thing that you can do, okay, is we're going to do the opposite of the wrist curl, okay? And so we're going to do wrist extension, all right? So once again, we're still in that same position, okay? Our forearm is on the edge of the table or the chair, all right? And we want to grip, okay, that dumbbell, all right, that we're holding. And all we're going to do is start in a neutral position, okay? And then we're just going to bring it up and then bring it back down to neutral. And then bring it up and then bring it back to neutral. Okay, make sure you're not dropping it down like this, okay? We want to be able to control the resistance, control what's going on with the gravity, because the gravity forces want you to drop it down, okay, like this, all right? And like I said earlier, we want to give that muscle a challenge, okay? So we're telling it, okay, this is what you're going to be doing, because this is going to strengthen you, right? So we want to bring it up. Okay, not bringing it up like this. So we're just bringing the wrist up and back to neutral. Bring it up and back to neutral, okay? And do that about 25 to 30 times. And okay, so there's another exercise that you can do, and it really works great for your finger control. And basically, if you had like a weightlifting plate or something a little bit on the heavy side, or something a little challenging, even a block of wood or a heavy plate or dish or something, okay, that you can use, all right? And so basically what we're going to be doing is just taking our fingers, okay, and holding it like this, okay? And we're going to squeeze in really tight, and you're going to see the forearm muscle, okay, puff up, which it's contracting right now because we're telling it to grip this plate right here. So this is a 5-pound weightlifting plate, all right? And then you can just go for a walk, okay? And then hold it as long as you can, all right? So if you can only hold it, say, for 5 seconds, well, that's a measurement for you. Because the next time you do it, you might be able to hold it for 7 seconds or 10 seconds or maybe 30 seconds, okay? So make sure you write down what your time is so that you can look at it as a record and see how your performance is increasing. So once again, you want to take it, all right? Take the plate or whatever you're holding, all right? Just put your thumb on one side, then the other 4 fingers on the other side, all right, and grip it, okay? And then just kind of walk around the house, do something at the counter and while you're gripping it or whatever, and give yourself a challenge. So the other challenge would be is to go like, say, a little bit heavier. So this is a 10-pound weight. So now what you want to do is probably want to grip it a little bit tighter, okay? So use the palm in there, put the thumb on one side, the forefingers on the other, and now you're gripping it. And so I don't know if you can see it in the video, but you see the muscle right here is puffing up, okay? Which means that this is challenging and it's working. And so try and hold it as long as you can. So you can time it, you can walk from one end to the bedroom or the kitchen to the other, and then as you're increasing it, okay, now I can walk twice as long, okay, holding a heavier plate, a brick, a rock, something that you can grip onto. And what that's going to do is that's going to strengthen, okay, your hand and your fingers. And so when you're ready to open up that jar of jelly or peanut butter or whatever it is that you're opening up, that jar of tomato paste, okay, you're going to be able to grip it and turn it and open it up, okay? And so this is a really good performance exercise. Okay, so let's just say that you don't have dumbbells, okay, and you don't have plates, okay, weightlifter plates, okay? And so what do you use then, all right? So there are particular things that you probably already have in your house. Let's say you have a hand towel. I'm pretty sure everybody has a hand towel. And all you want to do is roll that puppy up, okay, like that, all right? And what you can do is squeeze it and hold it for about 25 to 30 seconds or more, okay? And then release. You can hold it out like this, squeeze it, okay? And take a look and just kind of touch right here and feel how hard that is. So, so it's not going to be like rock hard, but the hardness is actually the muscle contracting, okay? And then release. And then squeeze it, and then release, and then squeeze it, and release, or hold it in a time factor, like I said, 25 to 30 seconds, all right? And say, another thing that you can get is an apparatus like this, is something from on Amazon, okay? And what you can do is, it has, this particular one has little holes for your fingers, okay? And it has these little nubby things, okay? It looks like a toy for my dog. And so what you do is put your fingers through it, and all you're going to do is squeeze that, and then hold it 25 seconds or 30 seconds or so, and release, and then hold it again, 25, 30 seconds or release, or you can do it in reps. So you can squeeze it, release, squeeze it, release, squeeze it, release, probably 12 times, and do that with 12 repetitions with 3 sets, okay? And that's really gonna work your forearm. And so say you don't have this, but say maybe your son or whoever it is, your husband or something has what's called grippers, or you can get these on Amazon, and I think you can get them also at Walmart. And all you have to do is, okay, squeeze it like this, okay, and release. Squeeze it like this and release, and I'd say do that either 25 to 30 times, or you can, 25 to 30 seconds, or you can do it doing repetitions like 12 sets of 3. What I like to do is with this particular one, this one sits in my car, and while I'm driving, okay, I'm sitting in my car driving, and I'm sitting at the street light or something, and I'll take it out of the door pocket, and I'll just sit there and squeeze it like this, all right? And then a lot of times what I'll do is I'll turn it upside down, which kind of changes the function up, because, all right, and then squeeze it like this, back and forth, and then I'll switch hands and do the other hand the same way. So make sure that whatever you do with one hand, you're gonna do it with the other. It's a good thing, strengthens you, and so now you'll be able to do the things that you were not able to do with your forearm, your wrist, and your fingers. Okay guys, so this concludes our video for today. I hope you enjoyed the information. I've covered several different aspects, including warming up the forearm muscle and exercising it in many different positions using many different types of apparatuses here or equipment that you can use to strengthen those muscles. Hopefully these things will be able to help you utilize your wrist, your forearm, and your fingers a whole lot better. Hey, you know what? If you enjoyed this video, why don't you go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Okay, and don't forget to subscribe. As they say, it's free to do. So if you need any further information on exercising and weight loss, sculpting on the body and stuff, you can contact me, Sandy. My phone number is 407-927-9087. Or you can email me, Sandy, at suw2bf.com. Come on, contact me and I'll help you reach your fitness goal. I know you want to do it. God bless, and I'll see you on the next video.